Is what we're seeing today a direct result of failed policies, and I'm talking about Angela Merkel, allowing the security of Europe to basically be handed to Vladimir Putin? And I'm talking about Nord Stream 2.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me in this panel and at a historic moment. And I hope I am not repeating something which has been said too often already. This is what has started to happen a month ago in Ukraine, or between Russia and Ukraine, is the most serious challenge to the international order, to international law, to European security, to fundamental assumptions which, for example, my government has had for decades about how we want to build a stable European security environment. So this is fundamental, and I can only remember two events in my rather long career that come close to the almost revolutionary meaning of this. The first one was the events of 89, 90, 91, German unification, disappearance of the Soviet Union, disappearance of the Warsaw Pact, etc. Second was, of course, 9/11. And this is hugely significant. It has challenged almost all relevant assumptions by my government. And Chancellor Scholz took a surprising step on February 27 when he slaughtered, I have no better way of saying it, when he slaughtered a huge number of sacred cows of German foreign policy. We had worked on the assumption that we would never want to deliver weapons to a quote-unquote conflict area. Now we're doing it. We're now, as we speak, among the major contributors of small arms and all sorts of anti-tank weapons, etc., to Ukraine. The problem is the energy reliance. And Hadley, of course, I'm not a spokesman for Angela Merkel, but this goes far beyond Angela Merkel. This goes back to the 1970s and 80s. Germany has been repeating, like a mantra, that even during the culminating periods of the Cold War, the Soviets never used the oil as a weapon against us. And we thought, and I don't exclude myself from this, we thought this is going to be like this forever. And they will never, use this relationship. So it's not just Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel and her government failed to hear the shot of 2014. Of course, we should have never, now in hindsight, we're all smarter, in hindsight, we should have never signed this Nord Stream 2 thing. But that's what happened. It took, and it continues to take, a huge effort for us in Germany to wean ourselves off this established Russian-German relationship. Remember, there are approximately 6,000 German companies, small and large, very large ones, very small ones, doing business in Russia and with Russia. So this is not nothing. To totally change course and understand that all of a sudden we are not at war with Russia, but we are almost at war. I mean, Russia is now our adversary. And as recently as even after 2014, we thought that partnership with Russia could be reestablished because we could negotiate our way out of this. This is why Angela Merkel spent so much time, and I really admire her for this, talking and talking and talking to Putin about the Minsk Accords, about the Normandy format, even though she knew that she was being lied to all the time. But she made this effort, which I applaud, but it was a failed attempt. It has failed.
Yeah.